Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to your Friday announcements. Before we get into announcements, I have something new for you. Different classes are going to take turns to read the Pledge of Allegiance to you. So our very first flag saluters come to us from Miss Weiss's second grade class. So take it away, guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all.
Thank you so much, Washington School, for saying the pledge with us.
Thank you so much to Miss Weiss's students for being our very first flag saluters. I can't wait to see who we're going to have next week. I hope you all had an awesome week. Did you guys know that next week is officially the Great Kindness Challenge? I kicked it off this week, but next week is actually the Great Kindness Challenge. And did you know that kindness is magical? So I can't wait to see all of the kind acts that you all complete in the upcoming week. If you check out my Google Classroom or on my school counseling site, you'll see where it lists all 50 challenges that you could take. Even taking one kindness challenge can really make a difference. So I hope that you guys take me up on it. And if you'd like to show off your kind act, although no act should be shown off, but why not in this situation? Just snap a photo of you holding up a sign with your kind act on it, and I can't wait to see them. Now, on to some birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Don't forget that you can email me or direct message our Washington School Instagram at Washington School NJ for an Instagram story feature for your birthday. All of our birthdays are saved in a highlight in our Instagram. And here we go. On January 19th, Ileana Arake from 6th grade celebrated her birthday. On January 21st, our spectacular 6th grade teacher, Miss Almeida, celebrated her birthday. She's currently on maternity leave, but we still want to shout her out for her birthday. On January 23rd, Tiago Bermeo Onate from kindergarten from room 121, Danya Mantia Ramos from 2nd grade from room 104, and our super secretary, Miss Blevins, are all celebrating their birthdays. On January 24th, Abel Echeverri from 6th grade from room 210, Eliana Medina Vargas from 3rd grade from room 203, and Joshua Oliveira de Amaran from 2nd grade from room 104 are celebrating their birthdays. And I hope you had and will have awesome, beautiful, fantastic, spectacular, kind birthday celebrations full of cake. I know, it's my thing now. Now, on to some grade level news and some grade level shout outs from pre-K. Miss Smith and Miss Lucia want to shout Elijah. Elijah does a really great job of being patient and waiting his turn when he's working with his classmates. Last week, the preschoolers learned the story, Llama Llama Red Pajama, and the baby llama had a difficult time being patient, but not Elijah. I could have predicted that in the story. He works really hard at following limits and expectations. Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Lucia are really proud of Elijah and all of his friends in preschool who work really hard to be patient and take turns. Now on to some first grade news. Mrs. Hornung wanted to share her first and second graders penguin drawing, and here it is for you guys to check out. Thank you so much for sharing that, Mrs. Hornung. On to some second grade news. Maria de Mar wanted to shout out her friend Nicole Sanchez in Miss Peso's class. She wanted to shout out her friend Nicole because she makes her laugh, she plays with her, and they help each other with their homework. And that's the best type of friends. That's all we really need, friends in life, for friends like that. So thank you so much, Maria, for shouting out your friend Nicole. On to some third grade news. Mrs. O'Grady wants to shout out her third graders. She is so proud of her students for reading over 1,100 books on Epic. Special shout out to Harold Pietra, and Nally for contributing over 150 books each to their total. Readers are our future leaders. Very appropriate for this week in the inauguration. On to some fourth grade news. Miss Sansone wanted to shout out Dahlia Lozano. She wanted to shout out Dahlia for using awesome transition words in her writing. She gives great reasons and supports them with evidence in her opinion writing, and even used the phrase, for instance. Awesome job and keep it up. For instance, Dahlia's just doing a really wonderful job. See what I did there? But really great work, Dahlia. Miss Sansone wants to shout out Maria Jose Laura de la Rosa. I just like saying her name a lot. It just really rolls off the tongue, but on to what Maria's good at. Maria does a good job of reminding her classmates of the rules. Great work, Maria. We need to remember the rules, guys. This is what keeps the world going. So good job, Maria, for doing that. Miss Sansone also wants to shout out Miss Ricka's homeroom. Mrs. Ricka's homeroom was wide awake on Wednesday morning after a long weekend and brought their A game to first period. Tons of hands were raised in participation. It was so great to not talk to herself so early in the morning, so she wants to thank you for that. I've said it before, teachers during virtual learning only want us to see you participate. They don't want to see them hamming it up on their own. So great job to Miss Ricka's class for not leaving Miss Sansone hanging. Mrs. Molina wanted to shout out her class for reading 800 books on Epic. What do we all need to say? That's pretty epic. So great job to Miss Molina's class. On to some fifth grade news. Miss Lavelle Maisel wanted to shout out her fifth grade writers from room 309 and 310. The students are working really hard on their opinion writing pieces. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Miss Lavelle Maisel, for sharing that. And finally, is a piece of sixth grade news. Mr. Maisel wanted to shout out Ava Venable Shapiro. Ava has been working incredibly hard this year. She is always participating in class and asks great questions. She has such a great determination to do well, and this is a great influence on her classmates. This is fantastic. I'm so very proud of you, Ava. I've said it to you before, you're doing wonderful this year, and we all notice it, so keep it up. On to some staff shout outs. Angela Sokolson from fourth grade wants to shout out Miss Sansone, Mrs. Ricka, Mrs. Przybylski, and myself. Thank you. She wants to shout out Mrs. Ricka and Miss Sansone because last year has been hard, but with them, it's pretty easy. And plus, they are the best fourth grade teachers ever, of course. She also wanted to shout out Mrs. Przybylski because she tries her hardest to help with their work, even when they're having trouble. And she's very funny and she's a kind person too. And Angela wanted to shout me out because she said I make the best announcements. Not that I have much competition. I'm the only one making them, but thank you, Angela. And she wants to thank you for all that I do for everyone, and it really makes her happy. So thank you so much, Angela, for this shout out. It really warms my heart. Emily Govan wanted to shout out Mrs. Stanley for helping her brother learn how to read. That is fantastic. Learning how to read, you're well on your way to reading lots of books on Epic, number one. But number two, reading is such an important skill for us to have. So I am so happy, Emily, that your brother is learning how to read from Mrs. Stanley. Great job, Mrs. Stanley. Maya Almeida wants to shout out Mrs. Przybylski. She was her second grade teacher and she taught her a lot, and she still does. She is always a kind person and she wants her to know she is super helpful and loved and that she loves you. Maya also wanted to shout out her teacher, Miss Sertzvik. She says that she teaches her everything. She is trying her very best and she's taking care of everybody just like Mrs. Merigliani would. And finally, Maya wanted to shout me out. Thank you. She says that I always make her laugh and I bring smiles to everyone. I hope so. That would be great. And she thanks me for being the best counselor ever and that she loves me and that I am loved. So thank you so much. It really warmed my heart to read that. Thank you, Mayar. You're super duper kind. Evan De Silva wanted to shout out Mrs. O'Grady and me. The love is just like overwhelming today. But Evan says, Miss Afai, thank you for creating chit chats and lunch bunch meetings. Don't forget, friends, that you can sign up for those. They're super fun. And he really enjoyed them. And it's always great to see and spend time with school staff and students, although it's virtual. Evan says that I am the best. Thank you. I'm a genius. Okay, Evan. And just amazing and so kind. Thank you, Evan. Thank you so much. Evan says to Miss O'Grady, thank you so much for being such a wonderful teacher, especially for answering his gazillion emails that he sends when he's having a hard time with assignments. He is sorry for being such a pain, but he wants to thank you for going out of your way to answer his questions, even if it's late in the day, to help him out. He says that you're incredible, Mrs. O'Grady, and he is so lucky to have you as his teacher, as well as his classmates, and that makes his tough days so much better. He loves and appreciates you all very much. Thank you, Evan. What a beautiful message from you. And that's all of our staff shout outs. Again, thank you so much, everyone. I felt the love. And as always, I know all of our Washington School staff is doing amazing and doing their very, very best. And my friends, we are at the end. And some people's favorite part, I don't know. I think my favorite part is when I'm done editing for the day, but truly, it is the Friday Funnies. And take it away.
Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the week.
Our first Friday Funny comes from Angela Stokelson from 4th grade. And her Friday Funny is, 2 snowmen are standing in the backyard. One says to the other, funny, I smell carrots too. I love it. She has another one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Boo. Boo hoo. Don't cry. It's just me. Remember, I make people smile. I make them cry. Thank you, Angela. Mayar has 2 as well. And her first Friday Funny is, why did the girl bring a ladder to school? Because she wanted to get to high school. If only we were that easy, my friends. And the second one is, what do snowmen eat for breakfast? Ice Krispies. Thank you, Mayar. Dia Lozano from 4th grade has a joke for us, and it was my personal favorite one of the week. And it is, why did the gym have to close down? Because it didn't work out. Our next one comes from Ava Beatty in 4th grade, and her Friday Funny is, why can't you trust an atom? Because they make everything up. Science joke. Our next one comes from Emily Govin in 4th grade, and her Friday Funny is, why did the kid eat their homework? Because their teacher told them it was a piece of cake. And I probably told them that too, because I love cake. Our next one comes from Miss Goronsky Smith, and her Friday Funny is, how did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. That was my second favorite one of the week. And last, but certainly not least, comes from Aya from 3rd grade from Mr. Bauer's class, and her Friday Funny is, why did the bee stop next to the bench outside? Because he was waiting for the buzz stop. Really awesome jokes, guys. Don't forget to send them in. Don't forget to make sure your jokes make sense and they make someone laugh before you send them in. That's also important. And just real quick, don't forget that this week is the Great Kindness Challenge. And don't forget to send me a photo of you showing off your kind acts. And if you don't even want to do that and you still want to do your kind acts, that is amazing, because you never know what your kind act can mean to somebody. Trust me, you really don't know. So I hope you guys take on one of the challenges, 2 of the challenges, 50 of the challenges, and I can't wait to hear about all the kind acts that you're doing. Also, don't forget to sign up for Chit Chats with Miss Alfai and Lunch Bunch. And as always, don't forget, wait, I did this with my Lunch Bunch, so I'd rather you watch this first. Take it away, Lunch Bunch. That I love you, your teachers love you, and Washington School loves you. Ding, ding, ding. Who knew I had so many catchphrases? But I hope you guys enjoyed announcements. And as always, like we said, don't forget that I love you, your teachers love you, and Washington School loves you. Every time my brain goes, which way to go? First try. Have a great weekend. This probably takes the most time, believe it or not. No, I'm lying. Everything takes forever. Just stop. You just want to go too off the cuff and then you keep going and you're like, I don't know how to stop. It's just a train wreck. My drink matches my shirt. Just want you to know. It's stuck in my... This'll teach you to touch your hair. Oh, it lives here now. The ring lives here. Okay.